So before COVID, we were parked downtown at like, it's called Westlake Center. It's like the main area downtown Seattle, which was awesome because it's always busy down there. It's like where all the tourists come through, like right by Pike Place Market. There's cruise ships that come through. So there's always new people, which is awesome when you have a very interesting product like ours. New people every day. Like everyone wants to try safe to eat cookie dough. So it was like ideal, like best place.
We're also like walking distance from like business district. So we were able to do a lot of like caterings for larger corporations and companies and such. So it was perfect. And the reason we launched more trucks was because we're sitting here all day, every day. And we're getting inquiries for like weddings, festivals, and fairs. And we're like, we can't be two places at once. And this place is so good, but we want to be at these other places. So that's what sparked the idea for the second truck.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then COVID hits. And then downtown Seattle is ghost town. And I told William, like, we're throwing in the towel. Like, we're done for. Like, there's no way we can survive this. Like, how are we gonna do this? Like, there's no way.
Everything we knew was like gone.
Like, absolutely. Like, everything that worked for us doesn't exist anymore.
We had a routine. The same location worked for us every day. So it was just a matter of like getting down there, opening up. We knew people were going to be there, closing up, and then doing it again the next day. It was like,
yeah, it worked perfect.
It was perfect. Then the trucks were parked, making
no money,
no sales, hatches closed.
Yeah.
So you only had one part of your 2-part concept left.
Right. But then the second part was events.
Yeah.
And then that's
those were
canceled
gone
too.
Okay.
And no businesses are doing anything. So no caterings, nothing. We had
everything
nothing.
Stopped.
Everything. We had like we had a year's worth of events get canceled. Like just call after call after call after call after call. And we just didn't know what we were going to do. And I was like, I just was like, I just don't know what we can do. I think we just need to like wait this out or like reevaluate this in a couple months. Like, I don't know.
So you were beside yourself.
Of course, like back to me crying and like being like, we can't do this.
Like, we can do this.
Yeah, we've been here before.
Our product. Let's figure out like.
William's like, I'm gonna figure it out. Like, I'm like, okay. Like I'm like classic. He's gonna do this thing. I'm gonna let him go on this like tangent for a week and try to figure something out, and like he'll be back. So like I literally just let him do his thing.
So the pandemic hits, and for how long were you beside yourself and he was trying to figure it out?
For a week, I was like, William, come on. William, like, we're not going to do anything. Like, look at all the businesses around us. And he was like, I'm thinking, I'm up to something. Don't worry. And I was like, okay.
But here's what worked. And here's what like pivoted our business and made us thrive in a whole new way. Yeah. I get a ping on Facebook from this lady named Angie. And she's
shout
like,
out
hey,
Angie.
shout out Angie. She's like, hey, Sugar and Spoon, like, I am an hour south of where your trucks are located. She didn't say that, but this is where she is, like pretty far.
Yeah.
And she was like, I want you to come out to my neighborhood. I'm like, cool, here's like our truck price. And we'd love to come out and serve you and your family, your friends for this birthday party, whatever, wedding, whatever we typically do. Like, happy you're having an event. Like, this is crazy this is happening right now. And she's like, actually, it's not a celebration. I'm just going to have you come serve my neighborhood. And I'm like, okay, like, we asked for like this guarantee in sales, or like, are you picking up the tab? She's like, no, I'm just going to post on my neighborhood Facebook group and you'll get a turnout. I'm like, okay. So she makes a Facebook event.
He doesn't tell me about this until it's like set in stone.
Literally like I think the day before, like, cause she was on that like week, like we're not doing sugar. Like we're doing this.
I would quit.
Angie showed up a week after, you know, you were beside yourself. Okay.
And this Facebook event is gaining like a ton of traction because everyone's at home, like scrolling through Facebook, and it's like cookie dough truck outside my door, like going. So the Facebook event hit like over 1,000 people interested. And I'm like, oh, like we got to make some dough. Like we got to get dough back on these trucks. Like I got to tell my staff that we have something going on.
Wait a second. So who created the Facebook event? You?
Angie did. All we did was like, I think we might've shared it on our Sugar Spoon page, but like, this is why Angie's getting the shout out because she was our marketing girl.